Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're jumping right into a system that claims it can build multiple cascading streams of income. We're going to break down the mechanics of this model called Aurum exactly as it's presented in the source material.
And they're not shy about it. The source material straight up promises a potential tsunami of income through its ecosystem. And that is a pretty bold claim. So let's really unpack how this is all supposed to work.
So, the big question is, how does this whole thing actually function? Well, we're going to follow the blueprint they've laid out, step by step. We'll start with how one person can supposedly earn, and then we'll see how it all scales up to this vision of exponential team growth.
Okay, so the journey begins with what the source calls personal earning bots. Think of these as the core engine. The whole idea is that these automated tools are designed to generate daily profits on whatever you initially invest.
This whole process is called the cycle of income. The big deal here, according to the source, is daily compounding. They even call it the eighth wonder of the world, and is supposedly the key to building that first income stream.
Now, what's really interesting is that there are a couple of different bots here. You've got the EXAI bot, which is pitched as a sort of high-yield savings plan. But then you have the Pro bot and Zeus bots, and they're framed as cash flow generators, creating profits in different currencies that are meant to be liquid and easy to use.
Okay, so you've got these digital profits piling up. But how do you actually, spend them in the real world? The system's answer is pretty simple. A physical debit card that ties everything together.
And this is how it's all supposed to work in practice. First, your bots generate profits in digital currencies, like USDT. Then you just move those funds over to the card. And just like that, you can supposedly use it for everyday shopping anywhere that takes Visa or MasterCard.
All right, up until now, we've been talking about what you can earn on your own. But this is where everything shifts gears. We're moving from individual earning into the potential of building a team. The source material calls this key concept duplication, and it's absolutely crucial to the rest of the system.
And this quote from the source really nails the whole philosophy behind it. Do the work once, get paid over and over and over again. The idea is that your initial effort to bring someone in can just keep paying you back from all their activity.
So how does that work with the card? Well, the claim is that you get 3 more income streams. You earn a little something when people you bring in buy a card, when they load it up with money, and even when they spend with it. And get this, it's said to apply to their team members too, what they call level 2, adding another layer of commissions.
But that's not all. The roadmap then points to a whole bunch of other products planned for the ecosystem. And guess what? Each and every one is designed to be yet another potential income source.
So we're talking about things like buying into fractional gold, tokenized data centers, and even real estate. On top of that, there's a plan for their own currency exchange, which would also kick back rewards from your team's activity. When you add it all up, you get to a grand total of 11 claimed income streams.
Okay, this is where the whole thing builds to its grand vision. Exponential growth. It's all about how these small individual actions are supposed to multiply into something absolutely massive. And it all hinges on this number, 11. Remember, that's the total number of distinct income streams the source says is available to every single person in the system, from the bots and the card all the way to things like real estate. Okay, now watch how the math is supposed to work. They lay out a scenario. You bring in 10 people. If they all tap into those 11 streams, that creates what they call 110 bits of income. Basically, 110 tiny commission streams, all flowing back to you.
And it doesn't stop there. Let's say your 10 people only do half as well as you did, and they each bring in just 5 new people themselves. Well, according to the source, your total number of income bits jumps again from 110 all the way to 165.
But here's where the numbers get really crazy. The source throws in the idea of a superconnector. What if just one person in your whole network just explodes and brings in 100 people? Suddenly your number of income streams is said to leap to over 1,200. And for the final, mind-blowing step in this projection, if that one person's group grows to 1,000 members, now you're supposedly looking at over 11,000 individual bits of income. And the claim is that this money could be flowing into your account daily, weekly, or monthly.
And to put a bow on this whole vision of massive growth, the speaker in the source material calls the potential outcome a roller coaster of money and claims that once it gets going, you can't even stop it.
So when you boil it all down, there's one idea that's the engine for this entire system: duplication. The whole model we've just walked through is built on this single concept, that one action, copied over and over and over again through a network, is the secret sauce to the exponential growth they're talking about.